Have you ever wondered why?
What's that noise? Who's under my bed?
Well, then you're in luck.
Because you're listening to the Hypotheticast.
3 best buds.
On a mission to ask all the questions.
And get all the answers.
Blazing, and I do think I'm amazing. You got the dignity to feel a little about yourself. I don't care what your preacher says. I got my own vicious ways. Only got one commandment, and it goes: I'm killing it. I'm killing it.
A good weed to you, sir and ma'am.
Oh, thank you.
And a very, very good weed to you.
Ho, ho, ho. Boo, 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 boo.
It's our second Christmas episode.
Halloween. Do you think we could can we start a tradition of, instead of like Santa saying ho, 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 we can be like a ghost going boo, boo, boo. Halloween to you.
No, that's just how Santa celebrates Halloween.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what Halloween.
Yeah.
The problem with Santa is he only knows how to say things in threes, and so that's why he says ho ho ho, but he's actually just like identifying himself. He's like, "What's up? It's me, that ho," and everyone's like, "Oh, cool," but he says it 3 times, and everyone's like, "What a fun guy."
Yeah, we all know. That's great. Like, go for it, Santa.
Yeah, he's a big slut
Oh, God.
in an awesome ass way.
Okay, we've talked about Santa's sexual proclivities. Happy Halloween to all of you listeners. You know what? Still really feeling this season, folks. I'm loving it.
Hasn't worn off.
Did you folks? Again, we've talked about Halloween so much. We may have discussed this. Did you drive around and look at Christmas lights with your family ever?
Oh yeah.
Occasionally.
Occasionally. We used to do it. It was a lot of fun. I actually, now I think living in a big city is nice because there are enough houses that it's worth a trip to be like, I'm going to go check out the houses that are decked out with spooky stuff.
We would just go to the Walmart and my mom would drive me through the Halloween lights section and just point at them in their boxes and say, wouldn't it be nice if those were plugged in? Too bad, we're poor. And then we would check out.
That's cute. That's nice.
Yeah, it was such a
memory.
nice family tradition. And then buying a bag of saltines.
I mean, on one side of it, it's a disturbing symptom of capitalism. But on the other side of it, like, it's okay to not have everything you want. Like, sometimes the giant 30-foot skeleton at Home Depot is something you will probably never own. And you're probably happier just thinking about owning it than you are actually owning it, you know? So I think, going to see cool stuff that other people have, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Almost just as good.
Yeah. Maybe better because you don't have to deal with it then
Window
later.
shopping. Yeah.
I will say, I don't want to get too far into this, but I think the phenomenon of this is mine and therefore I am good is fascinating. Like, my yard is the one with the 20-foot skeleton. How tall is it? 30, 40 feet? I don't know, whatever. It's a 100-foot tall skeleton from Home Depot and it costs $50,000. And I bought it and I put it in my yard. And therefore, I somehow am admired by all. All my subjects in my kingdom will bow to me, the daddy of the 5,000-foot skeleton that cost me $1 million. Like, that's a thing that our brains do.
Totally.
And I think like some real dumb Christmas comedies play into it. Like, I don't know if it's Christmas with the Cranks, but that's the one that comes to mind where there's like a light battle where they're like, I'm going to make my house even cooler than yours. And it's basically just a little pee-pee measuring
National
contest.
Lampoon's.
I think it's.
Sure.
I think that's an element of both of those movies. Neither of which I've seen.
But it's like a classic like man thing because they have to be the one that's like, I have the cool biggest skeleton in the whole dang land. And that's really that's the part of it that I don't like. So I really appreciate the let's just drive around and look at cool stuff kind of part of it. I'm into that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like any hobby, it can get carried away. But I do think, especially home decor, I've kind of like for a while I was kind of like, it is a really wasteful thing that doesn't really do much. But like ultimately, like people that do it, like we decorated this year, and it's more just because like I want people to come by and get a little smile from driving by my house, you know? And today I was out on the porch and like there was like a dad and his little kid, and the kid was like crying, and then they got by our yard and the kid kind of quieted down, and the dad pointed at the ghosts that were hanging from our tree, and the kid was just like, whoa, and then he was like happy somehow. So I don't know if the ghost scared him.
That's awesome.
To make him quiet, but like his dad was like, look it in the tree there, son. And the son was like, okay, I'll stop crying. The ghosts are watching me.
Oh,
Mike, you forgot about the even more important than that kid, which is the kid that walked past with their mom and looked at one of the gravestones that we have on our lawn that says trick or treat and thought it said thick or treat, which it does now. It must. It absolutely must. And that must be a thing. Oh, thick or treat. Happy Halloween.
Yes.
Find that kid and give them a Nobel Peace Prize.
I love it. So to celebrate the darkening of the night and the darkening of our hearts, we're going to be playing the game Dark Stories, which we've played many times on here before, because let's face it, we like this kind of stuff any time of year, but it's especially appropriate now. This one,
extra scary.
If you haven't heard it before, pretty simple. These are basically, I wouldn't even call them logic puzzles. They're like a one or two sentence premise, and then we go back and forth asking yes or no questions to determine what elaborate. It's usually someone has died. There's a few I think it's just something weird has happened, but usually someone's died. We have to figure out what bizarre scenario led to that. And it's not usually apparent from the statement, so we have to get pretty weird with it before we figure out what's going on. Anybody got one they think is extra promising?
I've got a very promising one. This is a real juicy nugget right here. This puzzle is called Died of Fright.
Okay.
Very appropriate for these times.
How's died spelled?
D-I-E-D. A man woke up, lit a match, and saw something that frightened him to death. A man woke up, lit a match, and saw something that frightened him to death.
So I'm worried that you've picked one that I know and one that I actually had selected for us to do today, because I knew this one, and I'm worried that it sounds very similar. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna mostly sit this out. I'm going to let Emily try to guess, and I'll maybe like just chime in. It may be different because there's different match lighting ones in here. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna let Emily start just in case.
Okay. So he was scared to death. Does that mean that he had a heart attack?
For the sake of the question, yes and no. I can't say. I don't know. That is not in the answer.
So it would be fair to say that he died of fright?
Yes, he died of fright is specifically what the answer says.
So heart attack or whatever people when they die
heart
of fright.
attack is fine. Pooping. Maybe he died of pooping.
I think
don't
that's
know.
a symptom and not the cause.
But he died of fright. So if it was a heart attack, that's awesome. We can think about it that way. That would check out, but it does not specifically say that it was a heart attack.
People do, I mean, that's not an official cause of death, but people do die of fright. And I feel like that usually means heart attack. I'm actually
like
curious
heart
about
failure or something more.
Yeah, what the physiology of that is. Yeah.
Was there another person there?
There was.
Was the other person a stranger?
No, he knew them.
Was he scared of that person in all contexts?
No. In fact, probably not in most.
Was it his wife?
No, they weren't married.
Was it his husband? Oh, okay.
Not his husband either.
Child? Was it his child?
Not a kid.
Friend?
Yeah, sure.
Was the man in his home?
No, not in his house.
Was he camping?
Not camping.
Was he in a castle?
Closer. Building made of stone, perhaps. Prison.
Ooh.
Was it his cellmate?
No.
The warden?
Closer.
Prison guard?
No.
What's close to a warden?
Someone that guards a bunch of people, but not alive kind of people.
Someone that guards dead people. I mean, I guess I didn't know dead people were guarded.
Well, think about like if you were in a room with a bunch of dead people and there was one other person there.
Mortician?
Yeah, mortician.
So he was in a prison and he woke up and lit a match and saw the mortician.
Yeah.
And then he died of fright.
Was the mortician wearing a scary costume?
It doesn't say, but yes.
Okay, that's just distracting.
Definitely.
And now it was Halloween,
Mike,
though, so everybody was.
Yeah, all these scenarios, it's Halloween, no matter what else.
The
It's definitely
prison
Halloween.
had their costume party, and the mortician went as
Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, the classically scariest Halloween costume that exists. So, Mike, your new job is to guess what costume he was wearing, and Emily, your job is to guess why he died of fright.
Secret goal.
It's a stretch goal.
Was the mortician alive?
The mortician was not alive.
Oh, dang.
Lit the match, saw the mortician not alive.
But he was in the morgue suddenly.
Who was in the morgue?
The man who woke up.
Are you asking a question?
I'm not asking a question. I'm just talking out loud. This guy is in prison and he wakes up, lights a match, and sees the dead mortician. Was the mortician his cellmate?
No.
Was he afraid because he thought he was dead?
No.
I think it might be helpful to try to figure out where exactly this man is.
Agreed. His place when he lights this match is very important.
Is there a prison morgue?
Yes.
Okay, so he's in the prison morgue.
More specific.
Is he in one of the drawers for dead people in the morgue?
Pretty close.
Is he on the table? What is that? I don't know what that's called. The table that they do the autopsies on?
That's the name of it.
No, he's not there. He's more like he's in a drawer.
In a body bag?
Essentially. More rigid than a bag.
A coffin? A casket?
Yeah, a coffin, a casket.
Coffin, a casket.
Is he in a coffin?
He's in a coffin, baby.
He's in a coffin.
Why is he there?
Because it's Halloween.
You're right. The answer is that it's Halloween
Yes.
again. And he was so scary because he had that Dorothy costume.
Wait, the mortician is in the coffin? Is the mortician in a coffin or is the man in a coffin?
You ask a yes or no question.
Is the man in a coffin?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The man who wakes up. He woke up in a coffin, lit a match, saw the dead mortician, died of fright. Did the mortician think that man was dead?
Like before?
Yeah, before.
No.
Was the man trying to sneak out of the prison by getting in the coffin?
He was trying to sneak out of the prison by getting in the coffin. What does the mortician have to do with that, though? That's the last link that you have to connect before I'll read you the answer.
The mortician, he was going to help him?
He was going to help him.
The mortician was going to help him.
Because they're buddies.
But then he woke up and the mortician was dead. And then he was so scared because he knew he would be caught that he died.
Honestly, that's so close to being correct.
I got to tell you something. The coffin right now is not in the prison morgue.
Is it but it's inside. It's not outside.
It's not inside the prison walls anymore.
Oh, grave?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he realized not only was the guy was dead and he was like in the ground, so he couldn't get out.
There you go.
Pretty much.
So he died because he was so scared of the prospect of trying to get out of a grave because his friend, the dead mortician, was dead.
There you go.
The dead mortician, which is what he always went by.
Man, whoa. Okay. I'm actually, either you guys really helped me a lot and I just wasn't really paying attention, or I'm impressed with myself for getting there.
I
Let's
think
go
you
with
should
the
be
second
impressed with yourself.
Yeah, why not? The man was a prisoner. He wanted to escape and asked the mortician to do something for him. When somebody in prison would die, the prisoner would hide in the coffin and would be buried along with the corpse outside the territory of prison. After some time, he would be released by this mortician. But something went wrong when the prisoner opened his eyes after the burial and lit a match. He saw the face of the mortician. He understood that he is doomed and died of fright.
Oh.
He understood that he is doomed. The tense on that is very bad.
Good job.
All right. Cool.
Nice.
Again, it's one of those that's like, oh, okay, this is a little string that you have to follow, but it is a fun idea. I do like the idea of waking up in a coffin, seeing your partner in crime, and going, oh fuck,
What a terrifying ordeal.
I feel like it's more likely that he would still die of just like suffocation.
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's like more fun
Man.
to be
Yeah.
like he died of fright, but I don't know if I would die of fright.
Yeah.
If I woke up and saw a dead person right next to me. Actually, you know what? Maybe I would.
Honestly, though, being
Any dead person.
seeing a dead person and realizing that meant you were buried alive with no hope of getting out is pretty much one of
Yeah.
the worst scenarios you can be
that
in.
would be terrible.
Yeah. I just don't know what it's like to have a heart attack because I'm scared, but I guess someday I'll find
You
out.
only really get one chance to figure that one out. I guess heart attacks aren't always fatal, but still.
Yeah, maybe I could have it. All right, who's going to do one?
Emily, you had one, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to really hope I don't know this one because
Okay.
it's a bummer when I know I
Fingers
don't.
If you
crossed.
do,
But tell me if you
then
do.
we can do a different
Yeah.
one. Yeah, like it's more fun if two of us do.
I know
Okay.
it is, yeah.
This one is called Another Two Bite the Dust.
Okay.
Another two.
Two men are beating each other up, and both of them suddenly fall to the floor.
Oh,
It's a play. It's Hamlet where they all die at the end.
I know this one.
Got it.
You do?
Got
We
it
did,
in one.
we did this
do
one
you
at
really?
one of my fires.
Okay. We're gonna do another one. This one is called Not Now.
Cool.
A woman is at home, sad, and watching the street through her window. Soon after, she jumps out of it. Just in that precise moment, she hears the telephone ringing and regrets jumping.
I feel like I know this one too.
Just
I may have done this game too much. I think I've used most of the
I
free
think
ones
you
on
probably
the app.
have, yeah.
I don't remember exactly how it went down, but so we could still do it. All right, let's do it.
Can you read it again, Emily?
A woman is at home, sad, and watching the street through her window. Soon after, she jumps out of it. Just in that precise moment, she hears the telephone ringing and regrets jumping.
Okay, so she's sitting in her house, and I just know it already. She's watching outside for her friends to come, and they never come over, and they never want to hang out. And then she looks at the phone, and she's like, my friends never call me either. I might as well just jump out of this window. And then she falls, but as it rings, she looks back, and she sees the caller ID, and it says, all your friends. And she's like, no, but it's too late, and she died.
Yeah.
I got it. Let's move on.
Is someone she knows calling her?
I don't know.
Oh.
You don't know, so you're not sure who the other call's coming from?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I know exactly. I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I don't know. I don't really remember. David, do you want to ask a real question?
What do you mean real question?
You didn't even
was
ask a
real
question
guess.
before.
It was like, I just nailed it. I don't need to ask questions.
That's great.
So I think that there's a potential. How high up is she? Is that in the question? That's my question for starters. That's not there.
I don't know.
Does she die from jumping out the window?
Yes.
Does she jump out the window with the intention of dying?
Yes.
Was she expecting a phone call?
No.
Did the woman live alone by herself?
Yes.
Did she even have a phone? Or was it a ghost phone?
And she was like, damn it, ghosts are real.
Like, no, I was just killing myself because I knew ghosts weren't real, but then here they are.
She does have a phone.
What would make you so sad?
I know, right? Right before you die.
So would you describe the emotion she was feeling when she jumped out the window as lonely?
I mean, she was feeling more than just one emotion, I would say. And that
Was one of them loneliness?
yes. Yeah.
Was one of them angry?
Yeah, probably.
Ooh. Was she... Wait, but she wasn't expecting a call.
Correct.
Was this window jump related to a broken relationship of some kind? I know that's not the most precise question. Was she recently broken up with?
No.
Okay, so you said you don't even know who is calling on the other end of the phone.
Correct.
And the
Wow.
phone call, but she regrets not being able to answer this phone call when she hears it ringing. She wants to be able to answer it.
Correct.
Okay.
Had she ever gotten a phone call before?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Is anyone else involved in this scenario?
How do you mean?
Like, are there any like individual characters that are playing a part in this? Like, yeah, are there any individual players like in this plot or whatever is happening?
No.
I know that's kind of an abstract question, but sometimes it's helpful.
Yeah, I hear you, but no.
Was the fact that she was watching the street important?
Not particularly.
When she was watching the street, was she hoping, like, was she looking for something?
She
Kind of.
She wasn't not looking for something.
Oh, okay.
So if something happened to walk by, she'd be into it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the fact that she was watching history is important because as she fell, she saw a really hot lady that was holding a sign and a cell phone that said, "I'm calling you right now because I want to kiss." But it was too late because that's why she didn't know who it was that was calling, and she had never gotten a phone call before, and no one ever kissed her before, but she died instead of kissing.
Well, David, I mean, the first answer you had was right, but this is below it. It says if they don't guess that one, this is the other answer that it could be.
Yeah, most of them have two of them, and that's the second one. What was this one called again?
Not now,
Not now.
exclamation
Not
mark.
now.
And I also really want you to see, even though I know this won't be good for the listener, but the picture.
I'll describe it. It's basically just like kind of like a voodoo doll, like just a humanoid shape with 2 eyes and a mouth shouting no and falling.
No.
So,
but again, we don't know who was calling.
she wasn't not looking for something. She was not looking for something. So that implies that maybe she could see something. Is this a story that could take place in modern day?
Yes.
Okay. Like, I guess is the time period of the story important?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, could this take place in the 1970s?
No.
It couldn't.
Oh.
How about the 1800s? Could it happen in the 1800s?
No.
So no time. How about the 1990s?
No.
It could only happen in like modern times.
What is this?
I don't understand.
I feel like I'm being tricked.
It can't happen in the past, but it maybe can happen. Is it happening in the future?
Yes.
Okay. An indefinite future time.
Yes.
Is time travel related?
No.
Is this person the last person alive?
Well, someone's calling her.
Well, did she think she was the last person alive? Yes. Oh, that's cool. And she jumped out, and then, of course, someone else was alive. But it turned out it was just her cat.
Oh, no.
It was just her cat that had butt dialed her. Sorry.
Her cat finally learned how to dial the phone and thought that they would be cheering her up, but...
Yeah, but it turns out you killed your master cat. Smooth move.
Yeah, do you want me to read the solution?
Please do.
Yeah, go for it.
After a nuclear catastrophe, the woman thought that she was the only person alive and decided to put an end to her life. When the telephone rang, she realized that she was not alone, but it was too late for her.
Oh, whoa.
Well, it
was too late for her.
Not now.
Not now.
No.
I got a dark story for you folks.
All right.
Tell me one, please.
This one's called New Shoes. This should be nice.
Yeah, that sounds pleasant. What could go wrong?
All right. Marie went to the store and bought new shoes. Later that evening, she died because of that purchase.
Oh, easy. All right, Buzz. Poison shoes.
No.
Ah, fuck. Emily, you got to solve this one.
Yeah, I'm on it.
You sure that wasn't the second answer, Mike? Because there's always two.
There's only
You
one
sure?
on this one. It's weird. There's only one
I think
answer.
your card's broken.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll shake it. No, it's still showing only one answer.
Hold it over a flame.
That's weird.
I need a candle.
I should remember to write poison shoes on more pieces of paper in case one of them is a Dark Stories card, and then I'll be the victim.
Yeah.
Oh, were they high heels?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, dang.
Did she trip while wearing them and then die?
No.
Did she die because of the shoes?
Yeah, because of the shoes. Yep.
Were they hard to walk in?
No.
I mean, as hard as high heels are.
Did the pointy heel get stuck between something like two cobblestones or slats of wood?
No.
Ah, dang. I was really hoping that was true. And then a steamroller came through and she couldn't escape, just like in the cartoons. Well, did she step on someone with her pointy heels?
Nope.
Did she fall while wearing them?
No.
Was she wearing them when she died?
Yes.
And you said she died because of the shoes.
Sure did.
Was another person involved in?
Yes.
Was she killed by another person?
Yes.
Was she mugged for the shoes?
No.
Okay. That seems too easy.
Did the other person...
They were valuable.
Did the other person recognize the shoes?
No.
Did the other person mean to kill her?
No.
Okay. So a steamroller driver kills her because she got her shoe stuck in a cobblestone.
No, sorry, still not that one.
Sorry, I meant to ask, was a steamroller involved?
No, not at all.
Shit.
The other person killed her accidentally. Was she hit by a car?
Nope.
Oh, wait a minute. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Did the shoes making her taller cause her death?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Was she shot by a bullet that was meant for a taller person, but it hit her instead?
No.
Okay, but I think we got this.
Oh.
Did she accidentally walk into something and die because she thought she could get under it?
No.
But another person did it.
No, wait, another person accidentally killed her.
Mm-hmm.
So she went home to her apartment and she was like, hey, girlfriend, throw me that wrench. And her girlfriend was like, walk. But threw it where her face and hands usually would have been, but they were slightly higher and went right into her face, killed her on the spot. And then a steamroller came through and rolled over their entire property.
Nope.
None of that?
0.0%
Wow.
of that explanation.
I am really whiffing this game.
Was it nighttime?
Irrelevant.
Does the location that she was in matter?
Yes.
Was she coming out of a cave and a tree fell on her?
No, wasn't that one.
Stupid dark story.
Was she?
Yeah, just it's another tree.
Was she by herself?
No.
Was this a recreational activity?
I guess I'd say no. That's kind of a nebulous term.
Was she having fun?
I think so.
We should remember to ask this question.
I think so.
How much fun was she having?
Was she getting her hair cut?
Nope.
And they were like, here's your head. Just kidding. I'm a blind hair cutter. And what I'm going to do is just cut where I seem to remember your head being. Whoops, there goes your whole eyeballs.
I'll say her job is a very important thing. And also where she is very important. And who the other person is very important.
So they're friends?
Maybe.
Are they coworkers?
Yeah. Yep.
Coworkers.
That's one of their relationships.
Was she killed by a helicopter?
No.
Damn it.
Her job
I just really want
is
a big
very
machine to
important.
be involved.
The heels are not that high.
Is she a chef?
Nope. She has a very unique job.
Unique job.
No, okay, but like I thought for sure it was going to be like she was the president and she was going to take off in a helicopter, but she was too tall and got hair stuck in the blade. Chop, chop, chop.
That's fine for you to think, but it's not what's written on the card.
I thought for sure. That's such a unique job. You're sure that's not the third or fourth answer on that card, right?
It was an accident. It has to do with her being
Very
taller.
Unique
job. What kills you for being tall?
Society, am I right?
I mean, it might help to guess what kind of job she has.
Yeah.
Okay, so killed is metaphorical. She was a WNBA player, and she had a unique job because she was taller in her heels, which they didn't notice for some reason. She got dunked on so hard, they were like, whoa, she got killed. Didn't actually die.
Nope.
Is she famous?
No.
So like not an iconic actual famous person.
People wouldn't recognize her on the street.
I want to go back to how she died because I feel like I don't really get it.
That's fair. That's a good idea.
Was wrong. Was she killed by blunt force trauma?
No.
Okay.
Was she killed by
jealous short person?
Was she killed by a medical issue?
No.
Too tall for medicine. You're dead. You can't fit in this bed. You're too tall.
Was she killed by poison?
Nope.
Was she killed by a blade of any kind?
Yes.
Okay, helicopter.
No, not a helicopter blade. Sorry.
Blade.
Was it a spinning blade?
No.
Was it a knife?
Yes.
Was she a person that got stuck on a log and then a person throws stuff at her at a Ren Fest?
Except for the Ren Fest part, yes.
But like a magician's person. So she was
assistant.
in the box. Yeah.
Not a magician, but you're close enough.
Okay, but she was a member of a magic show in some way.
One of those, what do you call
Circus?
those? Where it's like it's like a
carnival, a stunt.
What's the name of a person who does that, like just that.
A performer?
No, I mean
Knife
that
thrower?
specific. Yes,
A
that
knife
specific
thrower.
act.
Oh,
Yeah.
Knife thrower.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what's going on here?
She had like the apple on her head or whatever, and the person, the knife thrower, throws it and surprises everybody by not killing her, but she had slightly higher heels on, and so he knifed her in the head.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Here's the explanation. Marie was the wife. He was her husband. That wasn't really relevant, so that's
Ooh,
fine.
Thank you
Spicy
for not
burrito.
clinging onto that.
Yeah, because I was like, that doesn't matter. But Marie was the wife and assistant of a knife thrower. The shoes she purchased had higher heels than her old ones. As her husband was blindfolded, he could not see the vertical difference and threw the knife at the usual height.
But like, how would she never have considered that as being important?
You know, it's far-fetched, but not as far-fetched as some of the other ones here. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Man, that'll teach you. You know what? I've learned a valuable lesson here today, and that's don't buy shoes. Make them.
I mean, you could still you get high heels that are too high.
Don't buy them. Don't you buy them.
I thought the lesson was going to be it's never a helicopter.
Man, that's not a lesson. It's always a helicopter.
Sometimes
This was the one out
it's
of
a helicopter.
99
sorry,
times.
David. There's some invisible ink on this card. It says actually at the
Oh, yeah, I
bottom,
thought
after
so.
she was stabbed, a helicopter crashed onto both of them, and they were double
Oh,
killed.
yeah.
Here's the thing, David,
Nice.
to your credit, if it's the show ER, it is a helicopter 2 times. 2 separate times in the show ER, someone got something lopped
Dang.
off by a helicopter blade.
See?
Look, that show
Because they're
lasted
taller
a long
than they
time.
thought they were. I felt that that was actually I gave a lot of joke answers in that segment. I'm going to let you guys know I wasn't serious about some of those. But the helicopter one I actually thought could have been real.
Yeah, that would have been fine.
Yeah.
That actually could have been an answer to this question.
Yeah, but not
this one's
this
more
one.
fun.
But yeah, I mean, keep it in your back pocket. You could write your own.
I'll write my own dark story.
Yeah,
It'll be called Helicopter with 2 L's.
helicopter.
And Satan was driving it. That's why. Because Satan was driving it.
Oh boy. Well, that's Dark Stories. Very good.
That's it.
Yay.
So dark.
Very good. We've used them all up, I think.
I know. I feel like, Mike, you're too experienced. We're going to have to stop playing this game soon.
Yeah. Or Mike's just going to have to do them to us.
Yeah, that could be.
Because he knows them all and we know none.
I'm just going to end up... That's a good premise for a horror movie. I recreate Dark Stories scenarios.
You're just going to have to become the Dark Stories murderer. And then David and I have to solve it by going through the Dark Stories deck.
This is a real branding opportunity.
Hollywood.
We'll close it off with one final Dark Story, which the answer will be revealed in the next episode. Yeah. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Buckled up.
All right. This one's called To Die For. A woman stands in front of a hotel. Only 2 more steps and all will be lost. Tune in next time to find out the solution to this dark story. Ori.
Steamroller. Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening,
Bye, everyone.
listeners. Bye-bye.
Happy Halloween.
I'm marching, 'cause I'm gonna
Theme music by Jaden James and the Hunger. Logo by Christian Hagen. Edited by David Gucci. If you want more of our hypothetical content, join our Facebook group or like our posts on Twitter or Instagram or give us some stars and a review on iTunes or wherever the heck you get your podcasts.
Can I tell you guys a secret?
Yeah.
I knew that phone ringing one too, but I decided to act like I didn't.